What up, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Here we are, middle for diddle. It is the middle of the week already, hump day, as some of you call it. And what a day we have got lined up for you. Two fantastic shows to bring to you over the course of the day. Craft Along coming your way later, but let's focus on the fact right now that it is a launch day, and it's kind of the start of our Christmas collections as well, actually, because we have got the first of our, well, plethora of Christmas collections which are going to be coming to you over the course of the next few weeks. It is our brand new 3D flyers, folders and dies. We've got a Showstopper option which I'll explain to you in just a second, because I think a lot of you are probably going, hang on a minute, there's two bundles on the website. One's got a free bag and the other one hasn't, but it's the same price. I will explain all in just a few moments time. Also, just to say too, not only have we got a launch date, but we are continuing our 7 days of summer. It's Christmas and summer. The only place that this would ever happen would be at Crafters TV, where we're doing Christmas and summer at the same time. With it being 7 days of summer, spend 10 today, right, which will be the brand new launch, of course, and we are popping in a free jute bag. Yes, that is yours for free when you spend 10. So shop away is what I would say. So if you go for the Showstopper, which I'll tell you about in a second, you'll get a free jute bag and you'll get a free goodie bag. 2 bags for the price of none. Let's say hello to the man who is with me over the course of the day again today. We love when we're working with each other. We always have a laugh. We always have the best fun, as you'll have seen yesterday. Did a bit of mucking around, didn't we? But we are very focused today because it's a launch day, so all very serious over this course of this show, aren't we, Craig?
It's Christmas.
Yay!
It's the very first Christmas launch of 2024. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited for this one. We sometimes say when it comes to 3D folders, the depth and the detail is extraordinary. This really is extraordinary. You're going to get 3D folders. Ben's going to talk you through. We're going to demo them. But they're that detailed for a 3D folder, you need less plates when it comes to your G2 or your OG. That is how detailed they are. Cut them, emboss them, you're going to get the most incredible detailed depth from the 4 sets we're going to show you. We've got our poinsettias here. Now, yes, it looks gorgeous, it looks lovely. Wait until you see once they've been cut and then embossed. We've got our mistletoe. How beautiful is that? You can have it as white mistletoe. You can go in with the red berries if you want. The bow's included as well. We're going to use the mistletoe for our first demonstrations. The snowflakes are sensational. You get absolutely loads that you're going to be able to emboss, different styles. But once again, the detail that you're going to get, and you're going to hear that word quite a lot over the next couple of hours, and that's detail when it comes to these. But then maybe you want to go down the autumnal look, the fall look, the autumn look, or maybe you still want to use these within Christmas time with the ice colours and the traditional colours, but you've got all of these foliage leaves here as well. That's the 4 sets. You know, Ben's going to show you in a lot more detail, and then when we come back to me throughout the next 2 hours, we're going to do a demo with every single one of the brand new collection of Christmas 2024 from Crafters Companion.
I will go through the details in just a second. Let's say a few quick hellos. We've got Radical Rachel on the socials this morning, or this afternoon. Linda is in from Wisconsin. Hello. Lois is in from Ohio. Anne says, hi guys, I think I'm awake. You are, definitely. She might have fallen asleep since you sent that message. That's a very good point. Well, you were awake when you sent the message, unless you were typing in your sleep. Polly's in Brownstown, Florida. Jeanette McPake says good afternoon. Sherlan Telsford says good morning, everyone. Hello. Laurie Barnett's in Arizona. Hello. Violet Hastings says I got my coffee. Me too. I got coffee. I paid for a nice one today. Ready here in North Carolina to roll. Nana Kim 54 says good morning. Hello. Carolyn Wilson says good morning from Florida. Great to see Ben and Craig both looking so handsome. Well, shucks. That's... Thank you. Laurie says, woohoo! Christmas in July is here. And Cheryl says, what a very exciting day today. The anticipation is building up. Yes, no time for coffee, Ben. It's time to show you what is what. So, the deal is thus. You are going to get the Christmas 3D Flowers Folder and Die Showstopper with the 4 folders and all of the dies as Craig has described to create the most beautiful, detailed florals, foliage, bows and more. And Craig will take you through exactly how you can get the very best out of them using them in just a few moments' time. Before I show you the folders you're going to get, this is the deal that you're looking for. This is the deal you are looking for. The Showstopper deal, right? Because there's 2 deals on the website right now, both for £60, $70, or platinum price, £48, $56. We had a fairly large stock of this deal here, which comes with a free goodie bag. Now, inside the goodie bag is a load of goodies, funnily enough, worth £25 or $39. 30% though, is that right? Yeah. 30% of the stock of this Showstopper has gone though, because people have gone, hang on a minute, I can get the new goodies and a free goodie bag and I don't have to pay for that. Correct. You do that. You get your free jute bag thrown in as well. What's going to happen is everyone's going to go for the Showstopper because they get the bag of free stuff. Once that Showstopper is sold out, over 30% of the stock has gone, you will still be able to get the collection, you just won't get the freebies. So it's the next few people that get their hands on it will get the freebies along with the brand new goodies. So go quickly. I encourage you to shop now and get the extras. Look at the brand new goodies that you're getting there. We showed you these yesterday on Countdown to Launch. I'm intrigued as well when Craig's talking about different plate combos because these are so beautiful and detailed and embossed. And it's such a clever system because you've got all the dies there to be able to cut out, in this instance, your mistletoe and bows. Not mistletoe and wine. More people are shopping as I'm talking about the Showstopper, by the way. People want that free goodie bag as well. So you cut out your details, whatever you want, whether you want the bows, whether you want the mistletoe, and then you're using the folder to get this really detailed emboss to really bring whichever of the collections you're using to life. So that's your first set, which is the mistletoe and bows. This here I absolutely love, which is called Christmas Sparkle. So again, if you want beautifully detailed embossed snowflakes, you've got all the dies and that embossing folder to do it. I actually like it. We talked about this yesterday. Those lights I feel like you could use year round, you know, for any celebration, couldn't you?
Yeah, you absolutely could.
Not just your Christmas lights. So that's all included within the Christmas Sparkle. This set here, again, incredible. This is called your festive foliage. Once again, I know we've got kind of like holly leaves there, but I think a lot of these you could use in like a nice sort of festive autumnal wreath. Maybe you're making cards for fall. Yeah, why not actually? You know, that orange there, you could like work into maybe like your tropical collections or like sort of wild at heart. You've got like cocktails, all these kind of things going on. If you're needing that for those sort of collections, you can. So there's plenty of ways to be able to use these outside of Christmas. And then lastly in the bundle is the amazing Poinsettia. So you've got these different size Poinsettia leaves, you've got your foliage to go with, and once again, wait till you see Craig using these. Hopefully you can pick up and see the detail that you are going to get from the embossing folder into your leaves, into your pine cones, into that mistletoe, into those bows. It's a really cool concept, really simple to achieve, and I think it's going to help you kind of take your cards to that next level with more detail, which you're going to get from this set. £48, $56. Just to reiterate again, you want the Showstopper. If you're going for individuals, that's fine. But if you're going for them all, just buy the Showstopper. Ignore the other deal for now, which is on the website. That will kick in when the Showstopper's gone. Showstopper gets you everything, and you get your bag of goodies as well, worth £25 or $39 for absolutely nothing. And we, of course, will give you the heads up once the Showstopper has gone, but we are over 30% of the stock gone. Carol Byrne, Big Winner Byrne, says Ben and Craig, hello, happy Christmas, looking forward to the show. And Linda Noel, Linda Noel, N-O-E-L.
I like that.
Yeah, she says, I love these dies. Well, we love them too, Linda, and shall we have a little bit of a sneaky peek look with Craig? I think we shall.
Yes. I'm going to show you some samples, and then before we dive in to our first demonstration, let's run a piece of cardstock through the embossing folder, the Poinsettia, to really show that detail. But look at these. Now, you're going to be able to decorate all of your different card blanks that you've got. So whether it's your card blanks, whether it is, of course, your stepper cards, all your dies, all of those, you're going to be able to then use as well, and you're going to be able to decorate like you can see within this one here. But then what about your different coloured cardstock? Look at your pastel tones.
That's gorgeous.
Start to create that wreath effect. Is absolutely beautiful. Going in, talking about your wreath, look at that one there. And that's just mixing some of the mistletoe, mixing in some of the poinsettias, mixing in all of that autumnal foliage. Then you've got your mistletoe, and I showed you that one right at the start here. But layer up with your luxury card, layer up with your pattern paper, your square cards, your concept cards, your DL cards. Have them so that they're just floating all the way down. Do your inking and then emboss them.
Love that.
Can do that. I mean, look at the little tags and that you can start to make and decorate as well.
Really cute.
It really are cute, aren't they? Bringing in all your other folders that you've got as well, creating that border, separating the card from the paper.
See, and that's more wintry than necessarily Christmas, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It really is. And then your gift boxes as well, you can start to make and decorate. So the concept, and we're going to do the concept is you're going to die cut with the die and then emboss them. So we're going to do that. But what we're going to do first of all is let's just run a bit of cardstock through the poinsettia folder to really showcase the actual detail. And do you know what, Ben? Although the design is specifically placed on the folder for you to pop your die cut, do you know what? There's no reason that you couldn't just use this as a standard decorative embossing folder if you want. Now, the folders themselves, Ben, are bigger. They're 6 by 9.
Okay.
So you're going to put your die cut in. I'm just putting my cardstock in. These are thicker 3D folders. So you're going to put your card in the middle.
Yes.
You're going to take your cutting plate and you're going to take your frosted shim. Not your magnetic shim. Okie doke. So we're going to do what we would normally do: base plate, card, folder, frosted shim. We're going to go through. Now, as I said before, you're going to put the die cut on top, and we're going to do that in a moment with the mistletoe when we start to demonstrate this one. But I wanted to do this white cardstock because I found the white card really does showcase the embossed detail. Look
get out of town.
That.
That's next level.
At that. That is white, smooth cardstock. Look at that detail.
It looks like it's been sculpted.
Exactly.
That's unbelievable.
It's like your creative clay that you get.
Yeah.
Look at the leaves. So look at the leaves that you've got there. That is why these are thicker 3D
You
folders.
can see, I know like you can see the veins there, but you can see like the beveling of the leaves as well. That's unbelievable. Look at the detail on the actual little, the stem. Like, my word.
It is all there. Now, can you imagine when we come to do a demonstration with the poinsettia, which will be our second demonstration, imagine what they're going to look like once you've layered them on top of each other. So let's dive into the concept and let's use the mistletoe. So what I'm going to do to start with, Ben, is let's just get a card blank ready to go. So we're going to do a little bit of a twisted easel here. I have done a little bit of a tease and also used papers and a sentiment from a little mistletoe collection that is coming very soon.
Yes.
So I've done 6 by 6 card blank.
Yeah.
So my 6 by 6 card blank, and in the top left-hand corner to the bottom right-hand corner, I've done a score line, and then we're now getting the start of our twisted easel.
I was going to say, you pre-scored that before.
I did,
I was going to say, because you folded that brilliantly.
Yes, yes, I did. I'd already pre-scored that one there. Just, you know, as I do, just naturally just go in with a straight fold line. Obviously, the card blank itself already had the score line down the
It's
seam.
just the way you just scored on the diagonal. I was like, how's he done that just with this? That's incredible.
To be honest, I didn't know you couldn't see the score line on the screen there, so that was good. That was good. But yeah, I've already put my score line. So let's go in with our tape. I've taken another piece of white cardstock. Now, on that top triangle, I've put my adhesive. So let's layer that one on into there. We're going to press that in. Now that is going to be giving us our twisted easel.
Yeah.
And before we start any die cutting, Ben, because I know we've got the white card in stock, I'll just start to mat and layer these on if you want to get your card.
Yeah, bottom of the screen, it is back in stock. We've unbelievably, right, we've got it back in stock and we've gone, oh yeah, it's back in stock, so buy two, get one free. What are we doing? Like we are our own worst enemy here, aren't we? Like we can't keep stuff in stock, and then when we get it back in, we go, well, tell you what, have 120 sheets, right? We'll give you 60 for free. That's what we're doing. Bottom of the screen for your multi-purpose card. Just a few comments as well. Whilst Craig is layering, Alexandra says hi. Can't wait to see these in action. They look amazing. Might be able to brighten my day as the weather in the West Midlands is very changeable. And Kathy Green joins us from Mechanicsburg. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Love these folders. You say such a deep emboss. The orange would be good for the Mediterranean collection.
Oh yeah.
Would. And you remember Jill Axworthy from yesterday who won our prize on the Continental launch? Do you know what she's chosen?
What's she gone for?
She's gone for the My Special Papers Christmas, of course.
What a choice.
That's a great shout. And she's also messaged to say, I've just bought the Showstopper as well. Yeah.
Now those My Special Papers will work beautifully with this collection.
They will. They really
will.
will.
Really nice.
Oh, here we go. 40% beep, 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 of the Showstopper gone. That's with the free bag. 40% with that free goodie bag has gone. Get your skates on. You'll have to bite in the show because the way it's going, it will be sold out at the end of the show.
Right, here we go. Let's go in with the mistletoe. So we're going to go in with some white card stock. I think as well, many of you, after seeing that, are going to be doing a lot of your cards just pure and simple white. And now we've got them on that deal as well. Go for it. So let's take our mistletoe. So you've got your 3 mistletoes, and then we've also got our bows. Okay. So we're going to pop and die cut these as normal. So nothing different with these. These are our incredible wafer thin. I'm going to say normal dies. These are, as I say, what you're going to be used to with your silver wafer thin dies. So let's tape them down. You're going to find a lot of them as well, Ben, will go through your mini. Yep. Now, of course, your folder, you will need your Gemini. Yeah. But the actual dies themselves, you will need, you can use them through
and just to say, because a few people have asked, including Alison, the embossing folder doesn't go through the MIDI. We've tried, it's too thick, isn't it?
It is too thick, yeah. So you need to keep in mind, when it comes to the MIDI, the gap for, of course, the opening in the mouth has been perfectly sized for a 3D folder. But these are thicker, these are deeper, so then therefore these 3D folders, unfortunately, just a little bit too tight.
But Junior, yes?
Junior, yeah.
Fine.
Any of your electric machines, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now let's take all of these out. So in the past, and we'll still do dies in the future, where you've got the detail, the embossed detail in the actual die, but we don't have that with these. You're going to see here, these are pure and simply flat die cuts. Still lovely. You could come along, you could do, you know, some of your watercolor fusion over the top if you want to, or your shimmer palettes. You can still do all your different techniques. Now this is where we're going to bring in the folder. Now the reason you've got so many on here is because you can cut till your heart's content and start to layer them on. Now what you can also do, and I'm going to try and make this a little bit easier by putting a little bit of black underneath here. Me personally, Ben, I don't fill it. If I've got a lot of them that I want to do, I'll do a few at once. Yeah. It's just my personal preference. It's a nice little comfort for me. And what I don't do, and you can do, is put a little bit of tape down to hold it down. Again, you can do that. I don't. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to take your die cut that matches the actual emboss. Yep. Let's take our next one here, and then you're going to set that on. We're then going to take our mistletoe, so that's that one there, and then let's take our next one, which we just need to line up, which is this one here, and then we can go in with our next one. So you're going to use these dies, and you're going to cut and cut and cut and cut and cut, and then you're going to start to layer them up, and then you're going to run them through.
Question then.
Yes.
And this is the sort of following on from a question that Sue's messaged in. She says, would you be able to emboss glitter cards? So that's a question. And also, would you be able to go lighter GSM than our multi-purpose card as well? So can you emboss across a whole different range of mediums, as it were?
You can. You just need to remember, though, that these are even more detailed.
Yeah.
So something like a glitter card, you're not going to get a lot of detail. You'll get a little bit of detail,
Yeah.
but you're not going to get a sheer amount of detail. But try it. Your lighter cardstock, yes, you can. What you need to keep in mind with lighter cardstock, and I know it's a little bit backwards, lighter, thinner cardstock can have more of a tendency to crack when it comes to thicker, detailed die cuts. Try it. It's not going to harm it. It's not going to affect it. But what I would say for myself, between a 250 GSM to probably 250, 350.
Right.
Within that window. Perfect one is round about the 300, but 250 to 350, you're going to get that incredible detail. Anything that's coated like an encapsulated glitter card or glitter card, you'll get a bit of detail, not massive amount of detail, but then if you stick to that kind of weighted card, you're going to be good.
Good.
So all that I've done, base plate, and then my folder with my card, and then my frosted shim over the top. We're going to feed that one through. Now I'm going to colour. You can colour first, then emboss, or then you can emboss and then colour. It's entirely up to you, whatever way that you feel easier using and doing. So let's open this one up. Now look at that bow. How exceptional
goodness
is that detail from the bow? Look at that.
Half the stock's gone, by the way, the Showstopper.
Look at the mistletoe. Look at the little berries that you've got in there.
Yeah.
I mean, the detail is absolute, and again, I kept saying it, detail, it's all about that detail.
Such a small piece that's that detailed.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Absolutely incredible. I've got some already coloured, but let's do a little bit of colour in here so you can see where I got to with the finished ones. So if we take the bow here, I've got my tri-blends. I'm going to go in with muted brown blend, and I'm going to go in with the darkest shade. And even on craft card, we can still go in and then add that little bit of depth, just adding that one in to create extra detail. But the one thing as well is when it comes to things such as your pens, your ink, you don't have to worry too much. You don't even have to do it, Ben, because the die cut itself, the emboss, has all that detail in there.
We are so busy right now. Half of the stock of the Showstopper's gone, over half the stock, and loads of lovely comments coming through. Lots of people very impressed. Lots of people's kind of minds have been blown. Tez says, I'm trying to sit on my hands, but they are twitching. I don't think this is a show to be sitting on your hands, because I think the more you watch, the more Craig shows you, the more those hands are going to be heading towards the checkout basket. Janice Watson says, consider me impressed. And Violet says, when Craig moves in a certain way, it looks like he's wearing the Santa hat located on the sign behind him. I started thinking that as well, actually, Violet. Yeah, very funny.
That positioning of the hat.
Yeah, looks like you've got it on your head. Great questions as well so far. I love it because it's a slightly different technique, isn't it? Something a little bit new. So if you're not quite sure, if you like it, you're thinking, oh, I really want to get this, but I'm not quite sure about this or that, please, please, please do ask, because that is what we're here for.
Please.
And Craig is happy to answer any questions
absolutely
that you may have.
Absolutely. We will keep going over that plate configuration, but it is really, really simple. As I said, think of it. It is a 3D folder, so just think of that same plate configuration. You're just going to take out that magnetic shim, and then that is you good to go. But look at this. This is what I meant by you can either colour and then cut, or then cut and colour. I've been cutting and then colouring, because you can also see that accent detail if you want to follow that. But we can then go into here. I'm going to keep it quite light with the green, and then the berries, we can go in, of course, with the reds, but what I've been using a lot when it comes to these are your glitter pens or your sparkle pens, your clear sparkle pens. So I'm going to go in. I'm not going to do all of these because I've got ones already done, but I do need to do a couple, Ben. It's just going in and then just starting to build up the colour here. You can use your classiques if you want, whatever you want. Water-based, it's entirely up to you.
Okay.
And then just start to use.
Love the bow, says Mary Beth Doyle. I mean, it is a beautiful bow. Proper bow.
It is, isn't it?
Marisol says, that is some great detail. Yes, we're all about the detail today. That is a word, as Craig said, you will hear a lot about the detail. Marisol says, Amanda says, I just love these embossing folders. I'm so glad that I bought this first thing this morning. Now, Amanda, be more Amanda, everyone. Amanda knows. She's up early. She gets it. She's got the deal. So there's two things you ask. Mm-hmm. You say, what's in the bag? I mean, I could probably show you what's in my bag. The only thing I would say is I can't guarantee that what is in my bag is exactly what you will get, if you know what I mean. Because it's a bag worth £25 or $39, so it would be an illustration of what you might get.
Okay.
So I could show you if enough people wanted to see. And I know we chatted about this a few moments ago, but I realised people are always dropping in, dropping out, dropping in, dropping out. What weight of card again, Craig? I know we talked about this, but Amanda just wants to know what weight of card would you use for the delicate flowers?
It's a really, really good question. So, as I said, that window for myself, I would recommend between 250 GSM, 350 GSM.
Yeah.
Ideally, the absolutely spot on perfect, I would say, is about 300 GSM.
Okay.
You can use lighter. Please do keep in mind, though, when you've got really, really detailed emboss, the lighter the card, sometimes it can crack a little bit more. I know sometimes you may think that the thicker the card has got more of a chance of cracking. It's actually kind of the other way round. But then that can still actually add to the detail, Ben.
Yeah.
If you get some cracking, like if you do your poinsettias with a really, really light, and I mean like 180, something like that, if you get a little bit of cracking, that can then start to add. That could be like your frosted effect when it comes to the poinsettias or even the snowflakes. So don't worry too much.
Like you said, it's a bit of experimentation, really, isn't it?
Yes.
You try stuff out. If it doesn't work, then you've wasted a piece of cardstock. You've wasted a piece of paper. It's not the end of the world. See sort of what works for you, really.
Absolutely, and that's it. Give it a shot. You don't even have to die cut them, Ben. Take your chosen bit of cardstock, a little bit of scrap, and just run it through the folder.
Yeah.
And see how it looks.
These are awesome, says Teresa Quenstedt. She says, I love watching Craig colour. And Sheila Kay says, I was just thinking that I wish Crafter's Companion would develop deeper 3D embossing folders, and then you did.
And then we did.
It's like we read your minds, you see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping, and I don't know, guys, but I'm hoping this is just the start of many more. Can you imagine like springtime ones and autumnal ones? And I know there's like a fall one in there, but imagine like, I don't know, like daisies and poinsettias, daisies and peonies and roses, that sort of stuff would look beautiful. Right, let's start to build this. Now, I've just taken some of my oval dies, Ben, just from my own stash, and we're going to go in, and we're keeping it quite natural with the craft colour. So let's pop that into here. Now that, if I bring in onto my twisted easel, we're going to go in, I'm going to keep that one flat, because we're going to go in and we're going to add a little bit of depth with the actual bow. So we're going to run our tape over the back here. So let's pop that one on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to add my bow on first. So let's take our actual bow. So we're going to take our largest bow first.
This Showstopper is going to sell out before the end of the hour. 60% now of the Showstopper's gone.
Do you know something? I'm not surprised.
No,
Ben.
I'm not.
I am not surprised in the slightest.
The only thing I would say is, like, this is a magnificent collection, right? And then yesterday on Countdown to Launch, where we previewed all of the launches coming up for Christmas in July, there's so many brilliant launches.
There is.
I was just kind of thinking to myself, like, which one aren't, people are budgeting, which one are you going to leave behind? Because you're obviously all shopping for this one, or are you just buying everything? I think that's probably the thing. And maybe people have budgeted just to sort of blow the budget and get everything, Craig. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But then they all will work together as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you've seen the Mistletoe collection, how lovely is this going to enhance that collection as well?
And like you said, the My Special Papers Christmas collection, I mean, this is going to be great to work alongside that, isn't it, too, with all the different designs in it.
So these papers aren't from the actual My Special Papers, but they could be.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
absolutely could be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, mixing, matching, bringing in papers from last year.
Yeah.
Start to do that. Or maybe do your own inky backgrounds, Ben, and start to use them and create them. These are just really like that main visual focal point. They can be tuck-ins. If you've got your flower forming foam, the Christmas range from the other year, these could be additional, you know, kind of accent detailed tuck-ins for your flower forming foam. You can do that.
Yeah. Less than 40% left now because Linda's just ordered the Showstopper as well. I haven't got the exact figures, but I can tell you we haven't got as many as we did a minute ago because Linda has just got the Showstopper. Wendy said you could also maybe add glossy highlights onto those berries too.
Definitely.
Great shout, Wendy.
Absolutely. Really, really good shout. You can do. Your glitter glues, you can start to use them as well. Look at what you've got. Look at what you've purchased throughout 2024 and then obviously 2023 and previous from all your embellishments and that. Start to use all of that. So let's go in with that one here. I'm using my tacky glue, but I'm not using it on the full of the die cut, Ben. I'm going to go into sections so that we're going to get a little bit of that kind of flow. So once that's stuck down towards the base of your mistletoe is being secured, and then all of that can be kind of free flowing. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with the pearls, but I think it's worthwhile going in with your dewdrops, or as you said, your glossy highlights.
Yeah.
These are going to be a good one to come in with all of those embellishments. These are giving you that kind of icy look, that frosted look, which complements the white berries that we've done.
Here's a question from Sue. I know we've talked about different cardstock and papers. Sue's wondering then, could you emboss flower forming foam, or again would the foam not take it?
So I've not tried it. My concern with flower forming foam is because it's thin and it's very, very detailed, the folder. It may tear it slightly.
Right.
That's my only concern. I think what I'll do, if I get a chance, Ben, is throughout the day...
Oh, okay, try bits.
I'll try a bit, yeah. Maybe actually in the break, we've got both Tracy and Jake in. So I'll see in the break if they can find me a little bit of flower forming foam and I can give it a shot and see.
Okay.
I might be proved wrong. It's just a feeling that I've got.
I love that about you guys as well, and this channel in general, in that we go, okay, well, we're not quite sure. Do you know what? Let's try it. You wouldn't get that many other places, would you?
Nope.
Not many other, they'd be like, oh, I don't really know, or maybe they'd say yes or no and not really know the answer. If we don't know, we'll find out. Let's try it for you, why not?
Let's try it.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got any at the side, but we've got plenty through the back. There we go, Ben. That is it. Here's our first one with the mistletoe, where we've die cut, we've embossed, the depth is exceptional, and then we've just built up a little bit of layer with our tri-blends, muted brown blend, dull green blend, and then we've gone in with some of our dewdrops to finish off, as well as our sparkle pen.
You just answered Anne's question without even knowing it. Which tri-blend green did Craig use to colour the mistletoe? There you go. Dull green. It's that word again, isn't it? That's the word, and let's harp on about this. It's the detail. That's what you're going to get. It's taking your cards from kind of looking great to looking amazing, kind of like going from like your sort of standard definition to HD. That's what this is going to do for you. And again, let me just quickly show you the new product that you're going to be getting, these fantastic embossing folders and the dies to go with them. The shots that we've been able to achieve in this show as well, I think hopefully bring home to you the detail that you're going to get, because I think sometimes it is a little bit more difficult. But you can see even from like the long shot here, look at the detail in the leaves here. Look at the detail in those petals as well. It's absolutely incredible, and that's achieved by the embossing folder that you get with. So all of the dies to cut out those elements in this aspect, the poinsettia, place them into your folder, achieve that unbelievable level of detail. And of course, you've got that across your poinsettia, you've got that across all of that beautiful festive foliage in there too. Love that idea from, I think it was Carol who said, why not use the oranges within like your Mediterranean collection as well? So, you know, you will use this collection right round the year too. Things like those lights, again, always brilliant for celebrations, for birthdays, anniversaries. But once again, you'll see later on the detail that you can achieve there, the detail that you can achieve in those snowflakes, and of course the beautiful bows as well. Mix and match these around too, you know, if you want like the bows within a wreath that you can create, mix and match all the different pieces together. But once again, you can see the depth and detail that you can achieve even in like the smallest little leaves on the mistletoe. It's all about that detail. Over 60% of the stock has gone of the Showstopper, and the Showstopper brings you your mystery bag as well. £25 or $39 worth of goodies in your mystery bag. So a few people asking about that. I cannot tell you for sure exactly what's going to be in the mystery bag. As far as I'm aware, it's goodies up to the value of £25, $39. So that's what you're going to be getting. I just wouldn't question it. I would just buy it. Right, that's probably the best thing to do, isn't it? Just buy, because it's for free. You're not paying any extra for it. £48, $56, because if you look at the Christmas 3D flowers, folders and dies collection on its own, it's exactly the same price. So you whatever you get for your £25 or $39, it's free. So jump in and grab it. And this is the price, by the way, here that you should be paying for the collection. I'm not even talking about the free bag that you get within the Showstopper. And as I say, we are over now. 60% of the stock gone. And you're also going to get your free bag as well with this, because you spend 10 and you are going to be getting that for free today when you spend 10 as part of our 7 days of summer. Right, we are going to have a break. We are going for a break. Let's give you opportunity to get checked out. Kristin says, love this new collection. Such detail. You sold me on the Showstopper. And Sonal has also just ordered the Showstopper. You need to be quick. If you want the freebies with the Showstopper, check out now. We'll meet you back here in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
When I'm working, I'm quite busy because I have to get up really early into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early, without a doubt. Never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along, because there's always a softer side craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog, unless they're coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch, my favourite is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like, lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little eggs. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes to the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. I think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night time. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
We said today's show is all about the detail, so let me give you some detail. We are over 3/4 of the stock, heading towards 80% of the Showstopper stock gone. We have had a lot of people check out during that break, including the likes of Cindy Condy, who says, here and gone, but in time to snag the Showstopper. Whoop whoop! And also Evelyn Boyd, who says, good morning, my crafty friends. Hello to my favourite guys, Ben and Craig.
Hello.
You. Stop it. What did I miss? Well, I won't miss out. I've just bought the Showstopper. There are lots and lots, well done by the way, lots and lots of you buying the Showstopper. If you want, and let me explain this again, the Showstopper is all of the brand new goodies plus a mystery bag with £25 or $39 worth of free stuff in it. It's free, right? And I can't say exactly what you'll get, but you'll get a load of free stuff. That's all you need to know, right? And if you notice on the website, the Showstopper is exactly the same price as the collection on its own. In around about, I would say probably before 1 o'clock, so 18 minutes time, we'll be going, oh, Showstopper's sold out. But you can still get the collection. And what you will notice when we put up the details for the collection on its own, it's exactly the same price. So it will still be available, but you won't get the free goodie bag, all right? So that's why you need to be checking out now to get all of the extra free stuff too. It will still be this price, but you just won't get the goodie bag. And something else I just want to quickly touch on too, just to reiterate, you need an electronic machine for the folder, all right? I know a few people are getting a bit confused, and I thought you could run it through the MIDI. If you've got a manual machine, you can put the dies through your manual machine, but not the folder. Obviously the folder's too big for the Mini, and it's too thick to go through the MIDI, all right? So I just want to get that in your mind. So folder, no. Dies, yes. Everything needs to go through an electronic machine, so junior and upwards, basically. And also, just as we come back to Craig here, we had that question just before the break from Sue. She was asking whether or not you could emboss the flower forming foam. Craig has been working during the break. What were the results, Craig?
Yes, you can do.
Ah, okay.
Look at that. So, pal, I'm saying, oh, there we go. You can see, so if I go that way.
Ah, okay.
So Jamie's going to come in really, really close. So, yes, you can do.
Yeah.
You absolutely can do. What I would say, though, is if you are going to die cut and then emboss the foliage or the foam, that's fine. But then if you're going to heat it, it's then going to take away all the detail. So watch if you're doing that. Maybe your intention is to cut and then emboss the die cut and leave it at that with the foam. You can do. But if you're going to heat it, you're going to lose all that detail because it's going to curl up. So keep it in mind. But yeah, absolutely. Works an absolute treat with the flower forming foam.
What I would say again is, and we've talked, please keep asking the questions, and we are more than happy. Like, if you've just joined going, oh, I'm sure someone's asked about, different cardstock and whatnot, just ask again, because we realise, we all know that, some of you drop in for 15 minutes, you have to go away and do stuff. We know a lot of people that do stay and watch the whole show, but please never feel afraid to ask a question, particularly if it means you're going to buy with confidence and know exactly how you're going to use them. Just before we go back to Craig and squeeze in another demo before the top of the hour, let's just talk numbers now. It is so busy. We knew that the Christmas event would be busy. I kind of thought it might take a bit of time to get the wheels in motion. but day one, we are 45 minutes into the new launch and of the Showstopper. So with the free goodie bag, right, we only have what you lot like, eh? 20 remaining. So the next 20 people get the new collection and the free goodie bag worth £25 or $39. After that, you'll still be able to get the new collection. It'll still be this price, but you won't get the free goodie bag. So if you want the freebies, you need to check out right now. This will be gone before 1 o'clock, so 15 minutes. That's basically all you've got to get that free goodie bag. Right, shall we go back to Craig and have a look at some more fun stuff? I think safe to say, Craig, everyone's rather impressed.
I'm not surprised. I knew you would be. Yeah, it really is. It's just absolutely. Do you know what? I'm so lucky that I've got the launch of this one. I'm going to be completely honest with you. So chuffed. I've got the launch. Both Debbie's have got incredible launches coming up. Becky's got incredible soft craft launches as well. But yeah, I'm chuffed that I managed to bag this launch and, bag the first day with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nicola and Jamie. So let's dive in here and let's use the poinsettias. So let's go straight in with the die cutting. So I'm going to take just some of my green and red linen cardstock.
Yep.
And I've got my finished card, but what I'm going to do, Ben, is the way that I shape my poinsettias on this one, I'm going to do slightly different to what I've done on my finished one, and I can show you the difference between them two. So let's pop that on, and then I'm going to go in with that one as well. So let's take my low-tack tape. Now, very, very, very rarely will you ever hear or see me die cutting 2 layers at once.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm like, I always say the top layer cuts absolutely perfectly. The bottom layer does cut, but sometimes you can get a little bit of a frayed edge.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to worry about this because you've got the detail of the emboss that's going to, of course, just completely take away any of that rough edge. So I'm going to bring these ones in and overlap, and then we can get a couple of layers at once.
Nice.
So die cutting as normal, Ben, your base plate, your frosted magnetic, and then your top plate. So let's bring these in. So we're going to go in, frosted, magnetic, top plate, line up, and then we're going to be feeding these ones through. Now, if you're using your OG Gemini or your G2 with the A4 plates, you can start to die cut the poinsettias, the snowflakes, the foliage, and even the mistletoe, which, can I just say, if you hear me refer to the mistletoe collection, I actually mean the holly and the ivy collection. Same kind of thing.
Pretty much,
but yeah. Just, oh wow, we've got a mistletoe collection. I mean the holly and the ivy collection.
I noticed you did that last night, and I was going to correct you last night. And then you did it today twice, and I thought, oh, I'll just let him carry on.
Just let me go, let me go.
He knows what he means.
Yeah, you guys at home might not, but
yeah.
So yes, I will try and remember, but yeah, if you hear me say that, it's not the mistletoe collection, it's the holly and the ivy.
Yeah, you see people flicking through their book that they downloaded last night going, mistletoe collection?
Mistletoe?
What's he on about?
Mistletoe? Where's he on about?
Karen's just said she's got the Showstopper just in time, Karen. And Nanny to the girl says she's got her order in as well. And hi to Brenda, good morning. He says, I've just woken up. Very unusual for me to sleep late, but it sure was nice to get that much rest.
Good. You obviously needed it.
Yeah.
We'll need it by the end of the day, Ben.
I think we blimmin' will, more than anything. You'll not be surprised, there's more people now wanting to see things run through. What's the, Kathy, lovely Kathy Green says, vellum, what do we think about vellum?
Vellum, give it a shot.
Yeah?
Give it a shot. You need to keep in mind, it is our top quality, incredible, robust 3D embossing folders, but what it is deeper.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to keep in mind. So try all of these. You know, you might find really, really thin papers or medium might give a light little tear or so, but sometimes that can add to the detail of whatever it is you're making, whatever project you're making, but give it a shot. It is a 3D embossing folder, all the same, just slightly deeper.
And I'm thinking, as I watch you do this, because we've chatted that you could obviously put the dies through your manual machines. So again, what you could potentially do is cut a load of these out, couldn't you? Pop them away in a little box, and when you do want to make your cards, then do the embossing later on, couldn't you?
Of course you can.
You know,
you don't have to do them straight away if you don't want to. Not at all.
So you can bring in all your machines.
Bring them all in. So let's take that one. Let's go in with here. Now what you'll find, certainly with the poinsettias, there are not right and wrong ways, but you're just wanting to shape the card of the die cut in with the correct way of the poinsettia.
Yeah.
But if you do it way where it doesn't quite match, it's not going to be the end of the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're not symmetrical, put it that way. They're not symmetrical. So we're going to go in now with these ones here. So let's pop that on into there. As I said at the start of the show, you can absolutely use a little bit of low tack tape.
Yeah.
What I would recommend is if you've got like a light stencil tape, keeping in mind, you know, yes, our low tack tape is exceptional, but when you've got the power of the Gemini, you've got the power of deeper embossing folder, you don't want to quite catch your card. So that's why I don't put any tape. But if you're a little bit worried about them, you know, maybe just moving out the way, just get a little bit of tape or a little bit of stencil tape, something like that, just to then come along, secure it. But now that that's nice and secure, Ben, what I can do is I can just put my hand, and then I'm just going to then lift, and we're going to go base plate.
Yeah.
We're going to go in with our frosted shim. And that's it. What? What?
8 remaining.
Oh gosh, I thought I'd done so. I thought, what have I put the sandwich wrong or something? 8. We've gone from 20 to 8
in about 2 minutes.
Cheesy peeps. Cheesy peeps.
Just to reiterate again, that's 8 more chances left to get the deal with the free goodie bag worth £25 or $39. 8 more people. 7 more people will get that deal. After that, you'll still be able to pick up the brand new collection at this price. The price won't change, but you won't get the goodie bag. So next 7 people, yes, Rachel, exactly right. Aruga. 7 remaining. 7 remaining.
Oh gosh, that's
the amount we've sold in the 52 minutes we've been live is staggering. I hope we've got enough stock of all the other stuff for this Christmas.
If you'd said to me like an hour ago, I would have been like, yeah, we'll be fine. Now, I don't know if we will.
Hey, you've just read Anne's mind. Anne says, I think some gold gilding wax would be nice on the poinsettias.
I'm on the ball today.
You are.
I am on the ball.
Let's call him Mystic Craig. He knows.
Mystic Craig.
Yeah.
Just call me Craig Acora.
Craig Acora with his crystal balls.
Yeah.
Crystal ball. One ball. Crystal balls.
Easy. So yeah, what about going in with all of your waxes here, giving that a light little touch. This is then going to come along and it's going to then pick up, thanks Jake. Jake's just got
It's going to pick up, thanks Jake.
Thanks Jake. Thanks Jake.
Thanks Jake.
Jake's just come in with some vellum.
Yes, we've got a vellumstration coming up in a minute.
Well, hey, that's good.
Yeah.
A vellumstration. Who said I was actually going to do it? Did I say I was going to do it?
What?
A demonstration with the vellum?
Oh, I don't know if you said you did, but you are. Producer Nicola says you are going to do the vellumstration.
Nicola says I am.
Hello. Come on. Get out of town.
Look at that.
My gosh.
Then we can go in with our holly leaves and we're going to do the same again. We're just
6 showstoppers left.
Wow. You got to go quick, guys.
Go. Do you know what? More than anything, I'm impressed with the detail you're getting on the smaller die cuts.
Yeah, you're right.
That's impressive.
You are absolutely right. I mean, look.
This will show you on this tiny leaf here.
Look at that. I mean,
that's insane. It's
Isn't that
so
insane?
detailed, the camera's struggling to pick it
It
up.
is, isn't it? It is. So
Wow.
we're just going to carry on, Ben, just for a couple of moments. We're going to then gild these ones up and then we can start to assemble.
Just received my 10 for 10, says Rose Lippett. £10 for 10 dies order. So many brilliant dies. Thank you, Crafters Companion. You are welcome. Loads more deals on the web. And also, don't forget, spend 10, get your jute bag. Jute bag. That is today only as part of our 7 days of summer. I know you're probably a bit confused. You're thinking, hang on a minute, what? It's Christmas, isn't it? It is Christmas, but it's also summer. We do both.
We do both.
In one day. 5 showstoppers now left. So it's Christmas. What I say is it's Christmas. No, it's summer on the website. It's Christmas on the channel.
I like
the best way
that.
to remember it.
Right, what I'm doing here, Ben, is I like, with my poinsettias, I don't actually like them being carved, I like them to be pointed.
Yeah.
So just down the actual vein of the poinsettias, all that I do is I just pinch them.
Okay.
So I just give them a pinch,
Ooh.
and then I'm going to come in with my glue, and then just start to layer a couple up.
3 left.
Gosh. Exceptional. Well done, guys.
Well done.
Well
yeah.
done.
All those you get in that free goodie bag. They do know a good deal when they see one, Nicola. You are correct.
Press that one in here, like so. Let's go in with the next one. So I'm doing large on large, medium on medium, but you can, if you want to, you know, do the medium on a large. You've got your small one as well.
Question from Lisa P. She says, hi, sometimes on YouTube I see people spraying with water before embossing. Do you recommend that as well?
I see a lot of people doing it as well, personally.
What's your take?
I think Debbie Robinson feels the same. I might be wrong. I think it's Debbie Robinson. I don't actually notice it make a difference, to be honest with you. People do it. So sometimes they say that what it does is it relaxes the fibres, makes it a little bit more malleable. I have tried it a couple of times in the past, Ben. I don't notice a difference. But there's nothing wrong with doing it and trying it. Go for it. Nothing wrong. If you've got a new spray mister, that's a good one to do that with, the mister.
The thing is, I would say though, like when you've got an embossing folder like this and you've seen the detailed emboss that you're going to get, I mean, how much detail do you want? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Is spraying it going to make that much of a difference? Like you said, if you're sort of inquisitive about it, why not try it and do one with, do one without, and then you can make your own mind up, can't you?
Definitely. Give it a shot. No right or wrong way. Try it and see.
Christine Mahoney has got hers just in time, I think, Christine. You must have been one of the last to get it. I think we've got 2 left, have we?
We've got 2 left, have we? And talking of holly and the ivy, I've taken a sentiment.
Mistletoe.
Don't confuse me. Don't confuse me. But I've taken my sentiment. You might have some of your other big Christmas sentiments. I'm going to go in here. We're going to add just our dots of glue. It could be your dotty tape runner. Could be your adhesive spray if you want to. I'm going to come into here, into the side, and then we're going to bring...
Don't scream and shout, but the Showstopper has now...
Sold out!
Sold out. I told you it would go within the hour.
Wow, well done, guys.
Well done to everyone who got the free goodie bag. There we go, new details up. There's the collection. Still the same price, but no goodie bag. So well done to those hundreds of you that got the goodie bag. Early bird catches the worm.
It does indeed. It does indeed. Right, let's quickly get this one finished off here.
This is incredible. I love that Merry Christmas die as well, coming up later in the week. Or no, not this week, is it? I'm getting ahead of myself. That Merry Christmas die, yeah. That's in the Holly and Ivy set, isn't it? Which launches next week. Yeah, Monday for that die, the 8th.
What I would do, Ben, is I would do a lovely, lovely big feature, but let's just add our tacky glue on, and then I can then lift just a little brown pearl. We've got our stopper.
That's incredible.
And then there we go. Let's bring that in. As I said, we could come in at the side here with the other ones. We can pop them out, pop them in. But if I bring this, so this is where I've curved the petals, Ben. And then that one, I've pointed the petals.
Well, my, what an hour that was. A beautiful project to wrap things up for this hour. And thank you so much, everyone who has been with us early doors. If you've picked up your deal, congratulations. If you haven't, still more time to buy and plenty more inspiration coming your way in just a few moments' time. If you've just joined us, where you been? Where you been? It's the first sort of official day really of our Christmas event, and the Showstopper for the first new launch has sold out in an hour. Well, if I'm being correct on this, 57 minutes. 57 minutes, the Showstopper gone. Many congratulations if you got yours. So here's a little bit of a tip from the top. Tomorrow, new launch. Friday, new launch. If you were one of the people that missed out on the Showstopper, maybe set your alarm a little bit earlier because it's going to be busy. I kind of got the feeling, I said to Craig earlier on, I kind of got the feeling last night on our countdown to launch show, and certainly with the preview show that I did with Sarah, that you guys were, really, really excited for some of the launches that we've got. So I knew it was going to be busy. 57 minutes sellout busy? Not quite sure, but it has been. So well done to all of you who shopped in that last hour. I'll recap on everything in just a second. But hi to Teresa, who's joined us, and also Brenda. And Barbara, I think you might have been one of the last people because you just messaged. Barbara Falcone says, I just ordered the Showstopper. I couldn't believe that in less than 1 minute, it went down to 20 or less in stock. I was waiting to order, glad that I got mine in before they were sold out. Barbara, I think you were probably one of the very last to get that free goodie bag. Maybe you did get the last one, but well done to all of you. If you have just joined us, it is the brilliant Christmas launch. It is our fantastic 3D flowers, folders and dies. Just also to reiterate, Christmas here, over on the website, they're doing summer. Oh yeah. It is day 3 of the 7 days of summer, and as part of that today, another reason to shop is that we are giving you, when you spend 10, the free Crafter's Companion jute bag, and that is incredible, right? I mean, how much would you expect to pay for that if you were buying that in the shops? We're giving that to you for free when you spend 10. So of course that qualifies for your brand new launch. Do you know what? Actually, as much as we had the goodie bag for the first sort of few hundred people that shop with us, it is still kind of cool now that you pick up this new collection, and we still give you the bag. It's just not full of stuff. We still give you a jute bag, so that's still pretty cool, right? So you're going to get that. The good news is, as I've said, is that the collection is still here. Same price, still £48, still $56 if you're a Platinum member, just no goodie bag now. But listen, that was a little bit of an added extra. You're buying this not because of the goodie bag, you're buying this because of the detail that you're going to be getting from the amazing 3D folders, the detail that you're going to be getting embossed into all of your elements here. The dies combined with the embossing folder give you real kind of next level detail. I know we're sort of famed here at Crafter's Companion for the embossing folders, but this really is next level. In conjunction with the die cut here, you're then placing your die cut elements into your folder to create the most detailed emboss I think you've ever seen, and hopefully over the course of that first hour you've sort of appreciated just how detailed you're going to get. Lots of different designs, so mistletoe and he said mistletoe and wine then, mistletoe and booze you're going to be getting. Also in this set, the Christmas sparkle, so beautifully detailed snowflakes of different sizes. And this we're going to be looking at in the next demonstration. And you've got your lights in there too, so you have got elements within this that you can use across the seasons and across different celebrations away from Christmas. This set here, again, really cool, if you're somebody who likes to build sort of foliage and Christmas wreaths and even actually just sort of autumnal wreaths, then this is perfect. Love the suggestion of a few of you now saying, I'm going to use that orange in my sort of summer collections. A few of you mentioned the Mediterranean collection where you can use that. And again, look, all these dies are going to cut you out these shapes. How do you get the detail? Place it into your embossing folder. Just such a simple, yet brilliant way to do things. And then you've got your poinsettia season there as well. A lot of people love the poinsettia. You've got those 3 different size poinsettia flowers. Love that last demo there again where Craig was layering those up to create the depth and dimension, finishing it off with the foliage too. And once again, cut them out, emboss them in your folder, and you've got the most detailed embossed flowers, bows, foliage that you're ever going to get. £48 is platinum price, $56. And don't forget, just to reiterate once more, you will need an electronic machine for the folder because it is slightly thicker. It will not go through your MIDI because it's too thick, and obviously it's too big for the MIDI. The dies, however, you can still run through your manual machines. All right, let us get back to your man who's bringing the inspiration and the demonstration. Let's make it another nice interactive hour as well. Really enjoyed the questions in the last hour. Anything you want to ask Craig, if there's anything you want to see in particular, please just ask. If we can do it, we will. There's no harm in asking, is there? If we can't do it, we'll say, well, we can't do that. So get in touch, ask the questions, but let's get going because I have a feeling a lot more of these are going to be selling over the course of the hour. It's the detail, Craig. You started the show saying that, and that's what everyone's chatting about, the level of detail you're going to get with this embossing folder.
These give you detail,
Yeah.
including the Christmas sparkle. So we're going to be using this one. So this is all about the snowflakes here. So we're going to be bringing in white card and we're going to be bringing in silver card as well. We're going to be using that string of lights, adding a little bit of colour and sparkle. So let's start off. I'm going to go in with the die sets. Lovely generic snowflake dies just to be using throughout all your other cards and your projects. So let's bring in, to start with, let's bring in our silver card. So I'm going to bring these in. So the dies, whether it's the snowflakes, whether of course it's the poinsettias, the mistletoe or the foliage ones, the dies are shaped and sized perfectly for the folders themselves.
Yep.
So I'm going to come along and I'm going to use my low tack tape with the snowflakes on the silver. I'm going to trim that just now. And then, although we're going to be using the snowflakes with white card, let's take a little slither for now. And I love how you've got the string of lights. You said earlier that you can start to use these for all other celebrations.
Yeah.
Which you can absolutely do. And you can then, although it's one die, you can join them on just by starting to add a little bit of glue to the opposite side. If you want to raise the detail, if you want to add more lights, you've got an individual light as well. So your own little slight element of decoupage. So let's go into here. So these individually, yes, would fit the mini and they would fit your MIDI, but when it comes to the folder, as Ben's been saying, you will need your electric die cutting machine to use, of course, the 3D folder, because it is 3D, but it's deeper, it's detailed, and it's absolutely exquisite. So we're cutting these. The dies, these are our normal wafer thin dies, so they cut as you would already know, nothing different. You don't need to change the plate configuration for these dies. These are the ones that you already know and love. So we're going to pop that one out there. So we've got our string of lights, and then let's take our snowflakes out. Now look at your waste bin. Ink through that, stencil through that, spritz through that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't have to use only the positive. Look at the negatives that you're left over with. I'm going to then go and pop these bits out. Even without the use of the folder, the precision of the detail in the cut is
amazing.
Incredible. So we're going to take these ones out here, and then we're going to come out with the other two. So I've got some other silver ones cut and emboss. So we will do the ones that I've just cut here, but what we'll also do is we'll run these through within my white cardstock. I'm going to make sure they're all out. And because you're going to find a lot of these are quite solid because of the imagery on the folder, we're going to pop all these little bits out here, take that out, and then we're going to pop these little bits out too. I'm going to repeat that step again, but with some more of the white cardstock. So if I then take the folder here, ready to go. So let's take the die here. So let's pop them on, tape them down like so. And although I won't need another one of the lights, I am going to cut another one just to show you how you can extend it if you want to. So let's cut. So we're going to go into our base plate, frosted magnetic top plate. Make sure that's all clear, and then we're going to run these ones through. So with the detail of the folder, great, brilliant, it elevates your card, your projects, your home decor, but even using the dies completely on their own, why not? Go for it. So let's move all that out the way. Now the folder, I'll need my base plate and my frosted shim. Let's move the other ones, and then we can take these ones out too. I'm going to pop them out, and then we can move that one out the way. So where I said with the lights, what you could do is you can look to extend them.
Yeah.
And all that I mean by that is if we take one, let's bring in a bit of black card here. All that you'd need to do is come along with a little bit of tacky glue and then just connect them like so, like that. Or if you don't want that crisscross, what about overlay?
That's looks better. Looks
so
neater.
then you've got that precise overlay, and you can keep going and going and going and going. What a great way to extend them.
Yeah.
So that's how you can extend the lights. So let's sit that out the way, and then let's pop these ones out, and we'll go to, you know, let's face it, we all love die cutting and we never get bored of die cutting. But for this is what everyone wants to see, and that's the emboss. It's the emboss and the detail, that the lift and the elevate that it gives, whether it's the poinsettia, mistletoe, foliage, or snowflakes. So we've got all of these now, so let's go in with our folder here. And then we're going to turn it around. Now for myself, I find it easier to have it, Ben, so, and I should have pointed this out earlier, I find it easier to have the raised detail facing upwards.
Yeah.
You might find it easier going the other way, where you get kind of like an in-depth kind of bevel kind of deboss. You might find it easier to sit the die cut in that way, but for me, I prefer the raised detail. And we're just going to match our snowflake. So because I've got the detail facing upwards, it means the top layer of my cardstock that I want to see is going to be facing upwards.
Okay.
So we're going to lay that on here. Every time I do this, I'm going to say, as I have been saying, you can use a little bit of low-tack tape if you want to. I haven't been. I've just been going in, positioning it where I want it, and then closing my folder. Then, so I've got a couple there of the silver snowflake. So let's do a couple of the white here. And let's bring in that one. I mean, even these really, really small, intricate snowflakes, you've got such phenomenal embossed detail. So we're going to go in with that one there, move that in. Let's bring in our lights. I'm going to bring the lights in like this one. And I like how you've got multiples of all of them. So you can have a good die cut play and then do them all at once.
Yeah.
Last week when I've been playing with this, I've been doing, you know, maybe like a little section. I've not been filling my folder, but this is, as I've said a few times with the die cuts, and that's personal preference.
Yeah.
It's personal comfort. If you're a little bit unsure about doing them all together,
I feel like
then
the
just do
more
a
that's
few.
in there, the more chance you've got them of slipping. I don't know why.
That's what, yeah, no, and I think the same. I
Yeah.
do think the same. So we're going to go in, base plate, put our folder in our card, and then our frosted shim. We're just going to then line all that up, pinch that, move that one through. That's then going to take the outline, the smaller inner detail of the die cut of the snowflake, but it's just going to elevate it more by pushing up. And then your card, your project, your home decor. I mean, when you see within the white, so if I bring in that one here.
Yes, look
if
at
I bring
this.
that in, can you see?
Even like, look right in the centre, the detail
Right.
in the centre of it.
But then,
Oh,
that,
get out. Get out. That is unbelievable.
it's like little faceted diamonds
Yeah, it is.
in there. What about that one?
My goodness me. Look at the detail.
Pin prick detail all the way around. That is as close as the camera can get, but even then it's still showing. What about
Shush. Shush.
that one? It's that bad. I've not even had my nails done, so ignore my nails.
Look at the detail in the centre of the teeny weeny one.
Look at that.
Mate.
There is no words.
If you're not impressed by that, you're very hard to impress.
If that doesn't impress you much,
Yeah.
that does not impress you much. Right, so let's bring in our card now, and then we're going to start to assemble all of these bits. Let's bring them in. Let's go in. We've got our snowflake. You can do a bit of colouring. So we could go in with let's go in with a fuchsia, and I'm going to ink up. I'm not going to do any blending or anything like that. We're going to go base direct onto our cardstock. If you want to use your sparkle pens, that's a good way of using them too. What I would do, and what I've done, and you'll see in a moment, is I've gone in with a clear sparkle overlay afterwards. So if we go in with the blue tones, I'm not going to do it all, I'll do half of this so you can see how I've done my other one. Let's go in with a green, and then we can then colour that one in. Pen's getting a little bit dry, but I've got one already done. And then for the actual cable or the wire, you can go in just with a black, and then we can then work our way along the top, colouring in the actual cable. But the old style Christmas lights used to have like that old green cable.
They did.
So you could have your old style green cable if you want to.
But back in the day when you'd have like one bulb would go and then
the whole lot
would go. And you'd have to try and find which one had gone.
And then the one right at the front had the little kind of white kind of banner around it. You know, that was like the main one.
Yeah.
And that was the one you had to replace.
Yeah.
So you could go in.
I still don't know how. Every year when I take the Christmas tree down, it's sort of my job to put everything away, and I always very neatly put away the Christmas lights. Not tangled, but by the time I get them out the next year, they're always tangled up.
It's the Christmas light elves.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. You're not going to have any trouble with these ones, that's for sure.
You're not.
Not at all. Right, let's start to then layer these up. So because we've gone in for our snowflakes, gone in with some lovely blue linen card, add an accent layer with some black, to then finish off with a layer of silver.
Yeah.
And then that blue layer, as well as the silver, is going to complement the white and the silver snowflakes. You can press that in. And then I thought what I'll do, Ben, is I'll dip into the Snow Queen from last year.
Oh, yeah.
And I've brought in and stamped Frosty and Bright. So we've gone in Frosty and Bright from the Snow Queen. And I've gone in with a few mats and layers. Once again, I've gone white, I've gone black, and then I've gone silver. So that we're going to lift on some foam pads here, because we've got the snowflake where you've got all that raised accent detail. I want to complement that with additional height. Now you don't have to, you can keep all of these flat, of course, and the natural embossed detail within the snowflakes is going to lift your card or your project naturally, but it's just nice to add a few additional layers, because we're going to pop that into there. We're going to come along with our sentiment, but our sentiment then we're going to come down a little bit. We're not going to go right into the centre here. We're going to come down into here, because we're going to bring our lights down into there.
Ah, clever.
So the lights, I'm going to pop tacky glue onto the back of the light bulb, but not the wire. So we're going to go into there.
I must remember your tip of using more black cardstock when matting and layering. Just helps to kind of...
It does work, doesn't it?
Out so much
it does
more.
work.
Yeah, I did a craft wars with Debbie. Was that last week? And I felt my card was good, but I felt like if I'd used a bit more black cardstock, it would have helped with me mats and layers. And just as a by the by, well, STC, to change. There's a rematch coming up, Craft Wars, Debbie versus Ben, Monday. So if you enjoyed that original Craft Wars.
Keep that noted. Press these in.
Yeah, so you can watch that and also buy the Holly and Ivy collection, which launches on the same day.
Excellent.
I'm still up for a Craft Wars in the future where it's expert versus expert rather than expert versus joker. It is funny to watch me craft, Nicola. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm up for anything.
I'd love to see you go head to head with Fisher, or you versus Debbie Robinson. Craft Wars reboot. I'll host it.
That would be good.
We were chatting about you in that show, saying that we thought that you would be particularly good because you're very good at crafting on the hoof.
Yeah, I don't like doing it, but...
No, but you're very good at it.
Well, thank you. Yeah, believe it or not, it's not something that I don't like doing. I like to be planned and know what I'm doing. But then you can do, like this, what I'm doing here, although I do have a plan as such in my head, Ben, you can go, you know, go rogue.
Yeah.
And start to create your own background. Now, 2 ways of doing this. You can start to create your background with the snowflakes on the blue card before you assemble it, or assemble it and then just have a look, see where you're wanting to position everything around your sentiment. We can do little tuck-ins as well, so that we've got the snowflakes kind of flickering down, cascading down the side of your card. We're going to go in with the smaller ones, and we want to overlay as well. So we're going to go into here and overlay. We're going to then just press. Let's go in. I'm going to take and snip away as well, because we want to do it off the page. So I'm going to then have that to the side. I'm then going to come in with another small one, but let's take a little square foam pad to add a little bit of lift there. That one we can go off to the side into this bit. I'm going to press. So I'm really only popping glue within the centre of the snowflakes, because I want the ends to kind of be sticking up. And as it's secure, you can then start to lift all that you want. I'm going to then just chop that one as well and have that coming down just into here. And then we can then take another smaller one, and then let's take another small square foam pad. Let's bring that in, overlay into here, and then I think we're still just missing something down into here. Yeah, let's bring that one into there. Overlay what we've already done, and then there we go.
That's great, that.
Press, press, press. Let's move on the stuff, and then there we go. We can see we've got our frosty and bright sentiment, but we've got our lights over the top, and then we've got our snowflakes flickering all the way down, and then that one there is giving you all the snowflake, the die cut and the detail with the emboss.
Love it. Love, 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 love. Absolutely brilliant. We are going to have a short break in just a few moments' time. Beautiful, says Nefertiti. No wonder the Showstopper is gone. Well, you snooze, you lose. Has never been so true, says Nefertiti. Karen says, I like to do light-up cards, and I will be using these lights to do one. Marvellous. And Tez says, my dad's one job at Christmas when we were kids, untangle the lights and find the one that doesn't work. It tends to be a bit of a dad job, that, doesn't it? It's funny how dads always end up with that amazingly annoying job. But anyway, listen, let's get you to the checkout. The Showstopper has gone. Obviously, you can still get the full collection. Lots of those still available currently, but I have a funny feeling after we've given you a short break, lots of that stock will disappear. So if you want to get the full set, grab it now. And when we come back, we'll probably be able to squeeze in another demo before the end of the show. We'll see you in a moment.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and they could be commercial meetings, they could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different, but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing out, a lot of research and development. When we get to see the finished article, way before anybody at home gets to see it, it arrives and we get to unpack it and experience it and try it, that gives us all a massive boost. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed. 9 o'clock's the new 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great, and if I have some I come in the office, then that's going to be fruit, my face, all of the makeup that makes this. Nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something egg-based. Ooh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Red Light Spells Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do, get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
My daily life is busy and wet. Literally, I get in the door, I check my polls, I then what I've got to demo, I then get everything ready. It's just busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the shows, to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the presenting side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. Yeah, I can't say no more than that other than anybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super friendly. I love it when we work. I don't mean that I don't love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating, and we just same with Craig, same with Deb, same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, only water. Oh, well, I'm cutting out sugar, so it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so you drive home normally and then relax.
Come in. Oh, so it's Father Christmas just knocking on the door, just giving us the thumbs up. Because obviously we've launched Christmas. We have got the first of our Christmas collection. The Showstopper sold out in 57 minutes. 57 minutes, yes. Thankfully, we do still have stock left of the full collection, the Christmas 3D flowers, folders and dies. Alchie says, I'm going to have to watch this show back. So many ideas. Can't remember it all. It's a super exciting day if you have just joined us. If you were with us last night for Countdown to Launch, you will know all of the great collections that we've got coming for you over the course of the next sort of 3 weeks. We've spread them out quite nicely as well, so hopefully it gives you opportunity to save up the pennies, save up the cents, and buy as many of the collections as possible. All of the details, of course, on the website. Download your booklet as well. If you haven't done that, you'll still find the booklet for what's coming up over the course of the month in the various places that you watch us. Also, must mention as well that, of course, it is, as well as being Christmas, it's summer, and we're doing both here. Yeah, we're doing both. Killing two birds with one stone. We are doing our 7 days of summer on the website. Today is day 3 of 7 days of summer. It's day 3 of summer, day 1 of Christmas. And today, day 3 of summer, we are bringing you a free Crafters Companion jute bag when you spend 10. So day 3 of summer on day 1 of Christmas, you get this. Tomorrow, of course, day 4 of summer, day 2 of Christmas. Don't worry, by the end of the week, though, summer will be done and we'll just be doing Christmas, I think. We might be doing another season. We'll do something else as well, you know, just keep you on your toes. So it's all very exciting. And if that wasn't exciting enough, guess what else is happening later on?
Craft along! Bang, bang. Well, that's Crazy Frog, isn't it?
The new Beverly Hills Cop movies dropping on Netflix. No, you don't have to have watched all of them. I think it's good if you have. Watch number 1 first, I would say.
I've only seen the theme park one.
That's number 3. That's the worst one.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the worst one. Did you watch it? I mean, did you watch it? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, well, see, if you enjoyed that, the 1 and 2, like 2's better than 3, 1 is incredible. The original one.
What's the first one about then?
Well, he goes to, basically, a friend of his comes back from Beverly Hills and his friend gets killed. Right. And he goes to Beverly Hills to investigate his murder. And because he's from Detroit.
Because Judge Judy.
Judge Judy's in it. Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold.
Yeah.
I know him from the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yeah. So he's in the first. He's in all of them.
Is he in the new one?
He's in the new one as well. Yeah.
And it's on Netflix, not the cinema.
It's on Netflix. Yeah. Oh. And as I understand it, the new one revolves around him. He gets into some sort of trouble, and I think Axel goes back to Beverly Hills to help him out.
Oh.
Yeah. It's on tonight. Drops at 7 o'clock.
I'm going to the cinema tonight.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Scream Unseen.
What?
I knew nothing about this. It was Holly in the office next door. Jake's partner was telling me about it. The Odeon, the cinema. You know, I've got the unlimited card.
Yeah.
Well, every now and again they'll do Scream Unseen, and what it is, it's a brand new horror that's not out yet, but it's coming out.
Right.
I don't know what it is. I know it's a horror. It's an 18, and I'll get surprised when I actually go there. Holly told me about it. Didn't know anything about it. Went on. There was 1 seat left. So I booked it.
Well, so you book it, you know it's a horror, but you don't know what movie it's going to be?
Don't know what it, all that I know, it's a brand new horror that'll be coming out, and you know, for either next week, the week after, the week after.
Well, that's right up your street, that, isn't
exactly.
It?
Yeah. Yep. So tell you what, tomorrow when we come in, we'll compare the horror that I watched, Film Club, Crafty Film Club, and we can compare with Beverly Hills Cop.
Did you say is it actually on there now? I know it's on Netflix, but I don't think you can watch it. It's no, you couldn't. It says 7 o'clock on my reminder. It says it drops at 7.
Usually it's 7 a.m. Usually everything drops on Netflix and Prime, etc., at 7 a.m.
Don't watch it now. I am not watching it.
Spoiler!
I'm not watching it. Okay, I'll play the theme music in my ear. Is it on the start of the movie, is it? Oh, turn it off. I don't want to hear it. I thought it was 7 p.m. Oh, well, at least I can watch it later on.
So stay off social media so there's no spoilers.
Yeah, exactly. Let me know if you happen to... Is anyone else a massive Beverly Hills Cop fan? I know... who messaged me earlier? Victoria messaged me earlier and said she was excited about it. And Danielle, Annie L, sorry, has said that the number 1's her favourite. My favourite so far as well. And they reckon the test audiences have said that this movie is the best since the first one. Can you turn it off in the gallery? I don't want to hear what goes on. Don't ruin it for me. I've been looking forward to this night for ages.
He came in the studio this morning. Myself and Laurie on the social team were filming stuff, and he's over there going. Yeah. If you actually go into Crafters Companion YouTube, go into their Instagram. I think Laurie popped it up there.
Yeah.
With you and Jamie and Nicola.
I literally cannot wait. Anyway, let's get back to it because we're not here to talk about Beverly Hills Cop. We're here to talk about the Christmas 3D Flowers, Folders and Dies collection, which is now live, has launched. Don't have to wait till 7 o'clock tonight to grab it. It's 40. Stop saying it. Now I'm going to watch it now, but I'm not. I'm going to wait till tonight. £48 or $56 for the full collection. Hopefully you've caught a bit of the show already and you have seen just how detailed you are going to get the emboss on all of the elements that you get within the... Craig! Get off!
That is so good. I can't believe that just happened. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Oh my gosh. What a great scene there. Can't believe he dies.
I know that isn't true because in the interviews he's talked about coming back for another one. So, what are these guys like, eh? What are they like? No, we're really getting off the thing. I saw a thing for Halloween the other day saying they made another Halloween movie, but how can they have done that after the last one?
No, they're doing a TV series.
Oh, is that what it is?
They're doing a TV series, yeah.
But it can't. But yeah, I know he always finds a way to come back. But like, without shall I say what happened at the end of the last one?
Yeah,
He got chopped into pieces, didn't he? How's he going to come back? It must be someone new.
But then remember in that last film, the boy.
Oh yeah.
The boy.
Anyway, let's stop talking about movies. Let's get back to Christmas. 3D flowers, folders, and dies. You get a folder within each set, which allows you to create that beautiful detailed emboss in the die cuts that you've got for the sets. So you've got poinsettia and foliage. You've also got in here your festive foliage, which is your beautiful leaves, and also pine cones. And I love the fact you've got a little orange in there as well, a bit of festive potpourri maybe. Then you've got your lights and snowflakes. We saw this in the last demo with Craig. Again, it looked absolutely brilliant, didn't it? Done onto that like mirror card as well, looks so great. And the fact that you've got that little die there to be able to cut your lights out. If you want to extend those, again, just multi-cut them and join them up. And then you've also got the beautiful mistletoe and bows. Christmas time, mistletoe and bows. So all of those are included. And as we said, just to reiterate again, just for transparency, the folders will not go through your MIDI. They're too thick. So you'll need to run your folders through an electronic machine. The dies, of course, will go through all of your machines. £48, 56 bucks is the price on that. We've got about 20 minutes or so left on the show. So I wonder what we can do, Mr. Craig.
Right, let's go with the one that we've not used yet, and that's, of course, with all of that beautiful foliage. So let's make a lovely, lovely little box here. Quite a sizable box, actually.
Lisa P's this message to say, my son likes to dress up as Michael Myers to mow the lawn.
That is brilliant. Picture, please.
That is brilliant.
That is so good.
Surely he's Michael Mowers then, isn't he? Not Michael Myers.
Ah,
Picture, please.
that is so... Who was that?
That was Lisa P.
Lisa P.
That's something I can imagine you doing. Or just
I would do
sat on your decking of a night time, dressed up as Michael Myers with like a
cup of tea or something.
Cup of tea, yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Actually, we should maybe look about buying something like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, right,
Thanks, Lisa.
Right, so I've gone in with a large piece of A3 cardstock here. Now I cut it to 10 by 10, 10 inch by 10 inch, and I've scored it 1 3/4 all the way round. I've already created my tabs and I've done exactly the same for the base. So 10 by 10, scored it 1 3/4 all the way round, but of course with the base, I've scored on the box base side of my scoreboard,
Yeah.
and for the lid, I've scored onto the box lid side of my scoreboard. So I've taken some papers here. Now when it comes to the papers, with this one here, it's actually from the Season's Greetings, 12 by 12 paper pad. And then I've taken some of my brown linen cardstock to create that matting layer. So what we'll just do before we start with the die cuts and then start with the embossing, we'll just do our side panels. This sentiment, I've actually delved into my craft kit. So this one here is number 48, or craft kit 48. And it's just saying happy birthday. Because of course, even in the winter or the autumn time, the fall time, we all have birthdays. So therefore, I thought let's make a lovely birthday box, but coloured theme with all of the autumn tones and fall tones. So I'm just going to mat and layer these ones up for a moment, Ben, and then pop them on the side of the box.
Thanks everybody for all the lovely comments coming through. Anyone else dress up as anything random to mow the lawn? Do let us know. Who was the lady dressed up as Mrs. Potato Head? Was that Trisha? I think it was. Or Trish, I think it was. Do let us know. Carrie says, I love the snowflakes with navy, blue, silver colours, always stunning. And Lisa P says, on her subject of her son, yes, he is a silly kid. I think it's brilliant.
I think it's brilliant. I don't think he's a silly kid. I think he's a brilliant kid.
I do. And you know how much I love to mow my lawn. I think next time I do that, I might dress up as, what costumes have I got? Hulk Hogan, Teen Wolf. Maybe I'll mow the lawn as Teen Wolf. See what my neighbours say.
Or Axel Foley.
Yeah, well, could do.
You should do that.
Or in my Speedos, did you just say? So, I mean, that would be, no.
Your neighbours will be like, what?
What is he doing?
What is he doing?
I've told you before that years ago now, I think one of the first houses that Laura and I lived in, we had a, we put it in. We put in some, the fake lawn. Mm-hmm. And I used to go out there and vacuum it, just to confuse the neighbours.
I've heard people talk about vacuuming their fake lawn. Yeah. My mum and stepdad's got fake lawn because they're clemmy, but I don't know if they hoover it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Quite fancy a little bit of fake lawn.
It's really good.
Just saves you having to cut it in your Michael Myers outfit, isn't it?
But if you are, yes, true story, if you are into cutting the grass like me, then...
see, I'm not.
Do you not like mowing the lawn?
Oh, no.
I can't mow it for you.
If you want.
I will.
I'll just sit in the deck in my Michael Myers costume.
Yeah.
Will we do that?
Staring at me.
Staring at you.
Yeah.
Watching you.
Yeah. And I'll turn around and you'll have disappeared. And you'll be stood behind me.
With a kitchen knife.
All right.
Ready to chop up my bread and my salad for my lunch. Right, I'm just layering these ones together. So I'm going to assemble my box lid and then we're going to decorate over the top here. Let me just, I've got a little bit of a blockage going on. So let me just clear that off and then let's work our way round. So lovely autumn colours, natural colours, going in with the browns from the linen cardstock.
Yeah.
Just let that grab.
Just a question as well, I've seen this pop up a couple of times just whilst you're sticking. You know, obviously, you're die cutting and then you're sticking the die cut elements through to emboss. Mm-hmm. Few people are asking about embossing then die cutting, but that would flatten the emboss, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that because you're doing exactly as you've just said there, Ben. If you emboss your cardstock first, then go through the pressure of your Gemini or any die cutting machine, it's just going to flatten the detail. Yeah. So yeah, always die cut first and then emboss afterwards so that you get all of the embossed detail as it should be and as it's been designed by the team. Yeah. You don't want to flatten it, you don't want it to be any less substantial than it already is. Yeah. So let's get our decoration started. Okay. So let's go in. So we've gone brown, green, orange, and we're going to go in with a little bit of red as well. So just a little bit of red mirror card. So let's take our pine cones. We're going to go in with our circle for our orange slice. We're going to go in with our holly leaves. Let's go in with all of these as well. Now I've already got a load of them cut and ready, but let's double these. So as I said in the last one, it's not often that you'll see me die cut 2 layers at once, but when it comes to this, you absolutely can. And the reason I don't, if you're just joining, the reason I don't tend to like die cutting 2 layers at once, and that's because the top layer die cuts like a dream. The base layer, you could be left with a little bit of a frayed edge. Yeah. So that's why I'll always die cut my cardstock individually. But for this, because we're going to run it through with the embossing folder afterwards, it's going to then give you that really, really nice, clean, not only cut, but then embossed detail around the edge. It's going to flatten it, soften it, and then it means then you can come along and then you can do a number of layers of cardstock at once. So let's take these, let's go in, let's just tape them ones down. You can always mix and match as well. What about bringing in some of the poinsettias?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
What we're away to do. Yeah. You know, that would look lovely as well. You don't have to stick with each individual collection. Mix and match, and it would look absolutely beautiful. So let's go in and then let's do our cuts here. As I've been saying all throughout the last kind of like hour and 45 minutes, the die cutting, nothing changes.
No.
It's already what you do. So we're going to go frosted, magnetic top plate, and then we're going to feed these ones through. So we're going to use, in a moment, another little bit of gilding wax, but we're going to use probably the Renaissance Gold gilding wax for this one,
Yeah.
to add that little bit of a copper tone to it. So let's take these out the way.
Just whilst Craig is getting these bits and pieces out, good time for me to remind you that back this Friday night, live, is Friday Night Live. Yeah. And in that show, we have our Friday Night Faves, where we show some of your favourite makes from the week, and we award those with bonus points within Club Inspire. If you've made anything recently that you're proud of, that you want to show, which you think could be involved in our gallery, send your pictures in. We are looking for your pictures, please. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Send your pictures, send your name, obviously. Maybe send some detail as well, what collection it is, what your inspiration was. The more detail, the more story we have, the better. And we will choose, once again, a few people to be in that gallery to win 100 bonus points. Don't worry as well, if you sent pictures in previously and we haven't featured them, they may also still crop up. But we're after new pictures as well for this week. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Thank you.
And I'm really, really excited because this is going to be my first one. And I've heard that legendary stand-up comedian Lee Evans is going to be in the building right at the start. Is that true?
It's not quite Lee Evans, but it's a really, really funny guy comes on at the start. He does quite a few funny jokes.
Oh, so it's not Lee Evans?
No, it's not Lee Evans, but he's the really, really funny guy.
It's not Joe Pasquale, is it?
No. It's not Joe Pasquale, but this guy does do some funny voices as well. You know, he does do.
Peter Kay?
No, it's not Peter Kay. It's still really funny. Like you might know him. This guy that does.
I know him.
Yeah. You might have heard of him. Very funny, talented, does voices.
No way. Glasgow's own Kevin Bridges.
No, it's not. It's not Kevin Bridges.
Well, see, the only one that I know is you, but you're not going to do it, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, it is you.
Yeah, it's me doing the thing.
Hashtag Ox.
Hashtag hilariously. Hashtag very funny. Hashtag tune in. Hashtag gets a few laughs. We have an audience as well.
Do we?
Yeah, we have canned laughter.
Oh, right.
Canned clapping. It's a real audience, yeah, as you guys know. Live studio audience, of course, yeah, as you guys all know.
No, I am. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
The games are back as well.
Okay.
Facebook versus YouTube.
That I don't know if I'm looking forward to.
And yes, I'm 3 from 3, so you're coming into a bit of a tricky situation. I've so far defeated Sheena, Debbie Fisher and Becky Swan. They've all been defeated. None of them didn't talk to me before, to be fair.
Well, get ready to lose your winning reign.
Whoa! Just like the European Football Championships, Friday night, it's England versus Scotland.
It is, yeah. There we go. I might be out just as quick as Scotland was.
Oh dear. On the plane back to Carnoustie before you know it.
Yeah, I had to laugh. I sent you and Johnny a meme, didn't I? And it was for anyone that bought their Scottish strip.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Obviously, Scotland were kicked out within 14 days, so if you bought your Scottish football strip, you were still within the 14 days to
send it back, get your money back. To be fair, I mean, I know you're not massively into football, and rugby's my game, but I think from what I know, Scotland did well just to get to the tournament, because they don't normally even qualify. So look at the detail though on this. Here we go. My goodness me. That's incredible.
Isn't it incredible?
Yes.
Absolutely incredible. But then what about, let's get some of the pine cones as well. Look at that. Now, of course, I've used linen.
That's
so
amazing.
we've got that little bit of that split One,
It looks like snow.
it adds to it, but two, we're going to cover it anyway with a little bit of gilding
It
wax.
looks like a bit of snow.
And then holly.
That is amazing.
Do you know what that looks like? A bit of icing.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
it does.
smooth.
It
The fondant
does.
icing.
Don't eat it. Though.
No, don't eat it, whatever you do. But then what about as well, just before we start to assemble it? Again, look. I'm starting to run out of words with this collection
Yeah.
because it's
It's impressive on
sensational.
everything, but like you say, when you show it on the smaller leaves and the fact that we can get so close in with our cameras, it just really shows you the detail that you're going to be getting
It
from
does.
these collections.
So we're just going to go in and we're going to go in and add a little bit of wax, gilding wax.
Okay.
And pop that one
There's a
out.
little one there.
There we
Caroline
go.
Hanley says, I always think of Norman Wisdom when Ben does his silly voices, probably because I'm a Manx person, lol. That's a person from the Isle of...
I thought it was someone from Manchester.
No, that's a Mancunian.
Oh, right. But they call themselves Manx, don't they?
But that is as in that is M-A-N-C.
Ah, got you.
And this is obviously M-A-N-X, as in
Got
the
ya.
Isle of Man.
Ah,
Yeah. As in Manx cats
Got
that
ya.
have no tails.
I
do they?
see.
Yeah.
I see.
Because that's where... I'm trying to... Norman Wisdom... Did he live on the Isle of Man? Or that's where he ended up, did he, I think?
Who?
Norman Wisdom.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Mr. Grisdale! Mr. Grisdale! I used to love Norman Wisdom. He always used to have his movies on in the school holidays on BBC Two of a morning.
Did you?
Yeah, used to love him. I'm going to say probably a bit before your time, but you're not that much younger than me, are you, say?
No, not. Not at all. No, not a big gap at all.
How old are you? You're 40 next year, aren't you?
Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year.
Me too.
The 4-0. Yeah, add another few years onto that one, Ben.
Woo!
You look younger than me, though.
I don't know about that. I think I look all right for 45.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Yeah, 45.
He was all excited there.
Yeah.
All excited.
I still feel about 25, but in my mind,
I feel about 75 sometimes.
yeah, mine says 25, body says 55.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally different. Totally different. Right, let's assemble this. So what we're going to do with this one is my sentiment I'm adding on my foam pads, but we're going to use my glue gel, and we're going to, not a full wreath, Ben, we're just going to build it up, and then we're going to use our glue gel and create kind of like a cascading sort of 3/4 of a wreath. So we're just going to work our way, so we're coming around there. So I'm just going to start off, I'm going to bend and manipulate ever so slightly,
Yeah.
and then I'm just going to start to build these up. I'm going to start with the pine cones, and then we're just going to keep building and building and building before the end of the show.
Just looked at the clock. We got 6 minutes, 7 minutes. It's gone over, hasn't it, this show? It's flown over. Still opportunities for you to shop and buy. We got a fair bit of stock left, so I wouldn't panic too much on the collection. It was just that Showstopper. Obviously, we were limited to a few hundred in the quantity, which sold out very quickly. Also, don't forget to come back and join us later on tonight, live at 5. When we've got a 1 hour craft along with the Sheena.
Well, Sheena's not here.
We're not with Sheena, it's with the Sheena collection, the watercolour fusion. So we'll be looking at that in more detail.
We will indeed.
And then, yeah, lots to look forward to for the rest of the week. Tomorrow back with Cartload.
You'll have my favourite show.
We've got a new launch tomorrow as well.
So stinking cute.
Oh, tomorrow it's a magical day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, magical day.
Oh, magical day, where we make a reindeer or a unicorn.
It's a magical day. That's what they say in the wrestling, isn't it? Oh, that's a new day.
That's a new day. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And then, yes, also tomorrow on Cartload, we are bringing back something which you guys have loved previously. It rhymes with date, and we are putting it into something that rhymes with schmorner.
I genuinely don't know what you're on about. Oh.
I'll tell you, we're doing a thing called Bargain Corner. I don't want to ruin it too much, but it's going to be a bit helter-skelter, and there's going to be sirens and stuff, and we will be running around. We'll be taking it in turns to get to the corner. Get to the corner, come on! What are you waiting for?
Excuse me, nobody puts Craig in a corner.
Aha! Well, see where you're wrong, because tomorrow I will be putting you in the corner, and you will be putting me in the corner. And then on Friday, what a day Friday, we have got the lovely Leanne Chibs is coming in with Myths and Legends, the launch of that, and then Friday Night Live, of course, live from 5. So that is going to be amazing, with, of course, more fun, more laughs, more games, more prizes. It's a fun show, a whole lot of fun, prizes to be won.
Going to be with moi.
With you, your first time on the show.
It is indeed, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. You've got Leanne during the day, and then I'm going to be popping in at night time, and we're going to have some fun when it comes to, of course, Friday Night Live.
Friday Night Live.
I just can't wait for
Friday
night.
It's a beautiful creation here, I must say, by the way.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to put a few of my little berry dots on. Find it easier with my chunky glue. So let's pop that
Don't
there.
the oranges add to the wreath?
Doesn't it? Yeah, really, really does. There could be lemon slices if you want to. If you're having a little cocktail in the summertime, you can do that for sure. Let me just pick that up. And then at least by using your glue gel, you've got that movability. You probably noticed, I do like my symmetry, but you can go completely rogue and you can do whichever way that you want. And then there we go. That could be on a card blank, of course. And then there's your autumnal birthday box for your gifts or your treats. And that is a demonstration pen using all 4 of the brand new Christmas 3D folders dies, which are exceptional.
They are. Karen Fisher says, I love these orange slices. I live in Florida and this is the state, oh yes, it's known for oranges. So I see me using the orange slices a lot. I like that. And that's the good thing, isn't it? I think a lot of you have spotted that there is a lot of craft outside of Christmas with this collection, and indeed with other collections that you'll see coming up across the course of the next few weeks with our Christmas launches. Quick final look at these then, because we're almost out of time. The 3D flowers, folders and dies, 48 quid. I mean, come on, 48 quid for a concept which is going to give you detail. That has been the key word in this show. It's all about the detail. 56 bucks if you are a platinum member. And look, in conjunction with your amazingly detailed folder, you use your dies, your die cuts, run through the folder, you get all of that amazing detail. Also, you're going to be getting your festive foliage, beautiful leaves in there. You've got that orange slice, which I know lots of you have chatted about too, and so much more. Love the pine cones as well. Also in this collection, Poinsettia. This is the Poinsettia season. Again, love the fact that you've got 3 different sizes there. Layer those up, pop those through your machine to achieve that unbelievable depth of emboss. And then you've also got your mistletoe bows, which is, I'm not going to kiss Craig under the mistletoe. Well, it's not quite Christmas yet, is it? Maybe at Christmas time. Love the creation, Craig, says Tez. Karen says, I love the orange slices. And Pat says, came in late for the show, but I'm very impressed with the set. Beautiful box, Craig. And Carrie Perry says, awesome. Now just wait to get mine. Yeah, thank you, everybody, for all the lovely comments coming through. And thank you to you, Craig, for a very inspirational show.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you as well for watching. Thank you so much for the questions. And thank you for seeing how incredible they are and getting a hold of them. But I'll see you back later on with him when it comes to the craft along.
Him? Who's him? The cat's father? That's me, that is, because, yeah, coming back later on, we are here with the Craft Along. Sheena's Watercolour Fusion stamps. Buy 7, get 1 free. All right, then. And if you have already got them, tune in, because Craig's got loads of inspo and a brilliant, brilliant project, which you should be able to find the details for right now over on Facebook. So have a look, and hopefully we'll see you back here live at 5. Until then...
Toodles!